Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. So, in the adult bully stack, the headline is Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr. talks castration of MSNBC host with Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. He bantered with John Jr. bantered with Elon Musk and Joe Rogan over which MSNBC shows they would host if Musk ends up buying the network. I don't think he's buying the network. I think
he's not going to.
He's trolling you.
Right. Trump said, oh, okay, Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, since this is getting interesting, I'll throw my hat in the ring as well. I'll mimic Lawrence O'Donnell, minus the castration, of course. That's a bridge too far. Rogan said, if you buy MSNBC, I'd like Rachel Maddow's job. I'll wear the same outfit and glasses, and I'll tell the same lies. I'm
glad he's for trans rights.
Malcolm, we talked earlier the story about, there's obviously been a huge reaction to Joe and Mika going, and kissing Donald Trump's ass. They literally, I've never seen that happen in my years in media. In literally less than a week, they lost 40% of their audience. And also because of their reaction to it, of, them basically like calling their viewers idiots. Like, all my rich friends calling me say it's great. It's only social media that feels that way. When it's clearly not. They need to bring Malcolm Nance back. But I think there are a lot of, as great talent at MSNBC that are not going to bend the knee and kiss the ring of Donald Trump. So I urge people to support that. But it's
all right.
Well,
let me burst a little bit of your bubble here. There's a reason I'm not back at MSNBC. They had been shifting to Fox Light in 2021, and it was only the run-up to the election, the Ukraine war, that they shifted back left based on audience demand. I suspect that they may decide that it is more profitable to try what CNN tried under Licht, which is to bring on another Megyn Kelly or another Gretchen Carlson. They had to pay Megyn Kelly out $76 million when they broke her contract.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is like a decade of Rachel Maddow's salary. But right now, what we have news media that is complying in advance.
Yeah.
And they are giving into the whim of the dictator.
But my point is, only Joe and Mika, a lot of their other talent, are not bending the knee to Trump, and their ratings are much better. Lawrence O'Donnell had the highest ratings on the channel. I think there is go ahead.
I don't have any insider information. I haven't been a contributor at MSNBC for going on 3 years now. But I do know, the mindset that is at the head shed, that's up at the leadership level. And if they saw profit, look, Joe and Mika would had to have had permission from the CEO to go to that. That's not something you just do. It's thought through. And it was a calculated move.
Well, they didn't think it through very well because it's backfired on them enormously.
Well, it's 40. They've lost 40% of their total viewership, not just Morning Joe.
Right, but their Morning Joe is down more than all of the rest of them. It's they're at an all-time low. So my point is
Fox is at an all-time high again.
Oh, no, I know.
Absolutely.
Well, I think part of it is obviously depression and exhaustion that clearly, you're going to feel on the Democratic side, and they're feeling, what's the word? Triumphant over on the right, so they want to. So I think some of that is cyclical. But I'm just saying we need progressive warriors out there like you more than ever. By the way, you retweeted someone who said if Trump lost in 2020 and got to run again, there's no reason Harris shouldn't be allowed to run again. She ran an amazing campaign in 107 days. Agreed. I am not ready to give in to racism and misogyny in this country, Malcolm. I'm not ready to just, And how many other men can we say have lost and run again, right?
It's a Democrat thing. Okay, we're all over our shock now. We're in the past the denial phase. It's time for us all to grow up and really be introspective about this. And I don't mean me getting lectured by white guys about how we lost the white male neo-Nazi vote, and that's why we lost this election. Somehow, 7 million Democrats did not show up to this election. It was 81 million in 2020. It's supposedly 74 million right now that showed up. We need to be more introspective and understand that the two major factors that drove this election were not economics. It was racism and misogyny.
Thank you.
And misogyny first. Apparently,
Yeah.
people just do not like women in America, to the point where they would vote to take away all of your rights, vote against a woman who is offering them everything that they want. So now we are entering in the FAFO stage of what it's like to be ruled by incompetent, racist, sexist, neo-Nazi, fascist, loving, white guys who are going to destroy this country. They're already damaging the economy. And people are saying, well, that's why we voted. No, it's not. Let's be honest. You voted because you hate women and you hate minorities.
Well,
and that's, those are the two groups that actually voted.
And by the way, let me run this story because this is what we're going to be dealing with now. They are emboldened. There is no question about it. A Nebraska grade schooler in Nebraska has experienced repeated racist attacks from another students, but his parents are unable to get the bully dealt with. A third grader at Falling Waters Elementary School said the other boy asked him to spell the N-word and told him, "That's what you are." He said his tormentors allegedly kneed him twice in the groin and called him a racial slur. So the bullies are now forcing little black kids to write the N-word. I mean,
this is the least of what you're going to see. I warned about this in 2020. I said, if they win, these people will see themselves as the self-appointed enforcers of Trump's will. That is coming. That is coming. What that child experienced was just a reflection of what's being said in the House. The N-word, they want full use of that. They want to see themselves as the people who can actually come out and do what they want. They will enforce Trump's will. This will lead to death. This will lead to bloodshed. And they don't have a problem with it because, as I see all the time, their commentary about how they have all the guns. It's only going to get worse after January 20th, which is why we need to start using the tools and methodologies of the French occupation, occupation of France in World War II, which is start being absent.
Yep.
Do not engage in active protest. They want that. They want the opportunity to shoot people. They want Antifa out there burning things so that they could pass laws or do acts which will take our rights away forever. We are entering a solid George Washington Warren tyranny of Mad King Donald the First.
I'm here with the incredibly handsome Dr. David Silverman to talk about ASEA Renew that I am holding in my hand. This stuff is amazing. Revitalizing Redox Gel. You hold up, you have it comes in drink form, and this is the gel form. I love, first of all, that supermodel Carol Alt will be promoting this. She's taken so many jobs from me, so I am so happy.
Just to give some context, because I have to tell you that this is very unique. It's not a pharmaceutical, it's not a nutritional product. It's something that our cells make. It's called redox signaling molecules. But bottom line is, our cells make redox signaling molecules. Your body makes it right now, but we all made more of it when we were younger. What's in this bottle is in you. It's in me, right? But I'll be 64 in 2 weeks, and I feel like I'm 30 years old. I've been drinking this for 13 years.
Wow. Doc, what a thrill to meet you and to hear more about this, because, it's you just kind of go, oh, it works, but to hear about the why is fascinating to me. Dr. David Silverman, what a joy and a pleasure, and thank you so much.